Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how to make this adorable baby blanket. This is a granny stitch pattern. It is very beginner friendly. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make it, everything you'll need for it, and then even how to change out the colors if you want to do different colors, or you can do a single color, or you can use a yarn that changes colors by itself. So here we go. So for today, you are going to be needing a few items. First, you will need a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a 4mm crochet hook today, but you can also use larger size, just to be depending on the yarn you use. You can use a 6.5, a 4.25, or even a 5. So you'll need a crochet hook. Also, you will need a tape measure, some stitch holders, a yarn needle to weave in your ends, some scissors, and the most important item, your yarn. This yarn is Yarn Bees Sugar Wheel Citrus Parade. I got at Hobby Lobby. I went and got this yarn on sale. It was originally $6.99. I paid $1.74 for it, and it is amazing. It's so super soft. I love it. On the back of the yarn, you will notice that it will say how many yards it has. And it'll also tell you what size needle is preferred. So for crochet, a 5.5, I use a 4.0 crochet hook just because I like a tighter stitch. But you can totally use the size that it recommends too. And honestly, it just kind of depends on how tight or how loose you crochet. So to get started, I'm going to take my yarn out. This one has, in the middle, if you see here, a pull-out part, so you can pull it from the center. So that's what I'm going to do. You want to start with making a slip knot. So in order to make a slip knot, you're going to take the yarn in your hand like so, cross it over in front, and then reach through and pull the loose end, the end that doesn't have anything attached to it, through the hole, like that. So I'm going to show you again. So you're going to take it and through the hole like so. And then you should have a long tail on it. That way you can weave it in later. So then you're going to take your crochet hook and loop that on. Kind of tighten it down, but you don't want it too tight. You want it to be able to move freely. You're going to forget about your tail and work only with your working yarn, which is attached to your yarn. I'm going to pull out some here so I have some to work with. So for this pattern, you're going to first start with chaining 4. So to chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. So you have to chain 4. That's what it should look like, okay? So from there, you are going to make this into a circle. So in order to do that, you have to insert your hook into this first chain right here. The first chain right here. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is really difficult on camera. So I'm trying to like look at the camera and do it because of how I have this set up. I need some better equipment. Okay. So after you do that, then you're going to yarn over and slip stitch. So to slip stitch, you just yarn over and pull through both of the loops on your hook. Just like that. And you should have a circle in the middle. So the next thing that we need to do for this pattern is to start our square. So to start our square, we have to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now in the middle of your circle, you are going to double crochet. To double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook, insert into the circle. So in the middle of the circle, insert your hook, yarn over again. Get that out of my way. Yarn over again. You're going to pull up a loop. So you should have 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull up 2, yarn over, and pull up 2. That's a double crochet. So now you should have 2 double crochets because your chain 3 counts as 1. So 1, 2. You're going to do the same thing. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 2, yarn over, pull up 2. So now you have 3 double crochets, and I kind of just like move them however I want. They move freely around here, around the loop. So after you do that, then you're going to want to chain 2. 1, 2. And that will be eventually the corner of our square. Square needs 4 corners, so we'll be doing 4 altogether. 4 sets of 3. So you're going to do the same thing. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up 1, yarn over, pull up 2, yarn over, pull the last 2, do that again, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up 2, pull up 2, yarn in, yarn over, pull up 2, pull up 2. Okay, so now we should have 2 sets of 3. 1, 2. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And if at any point in time you have to pause this video, you can, because I know I'm kind of fast here. And I guess I'll make a more like beginner friendly video, showing you like all the basics of crochet, just for people that want to know or don't know. So we just changed 2, and now we're going to do our last of the 4 that we need. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, do it again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, 2, pull through 2. Okay. So we are all done with the 4. So now we need to join this to make it a complete square. So in order to join this, we're going to join in the top of our the top of our chain 3. So if you look here, you have a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to join in here. So to do that, we're going to slip stitch into this top part here. So we want to insert our hook. I mean, mine kind of tight, so this is going to be hard. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, over here. Okay. So then you want to yarn over and pull, whoops, yarn over and pull through just like that. So you should end up with something that looks kind of like this. With all the little openings. Okay, so the next thing you want to do to start a new, whoops, to start a new round is you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. So to keep a nice, even looking blanket, you want to flip your work. So you just flip it like this. And make sure you have 3, 3, 3, and 3. Because this one wants to join the 4, you kind of have to push it over. So we're going to be working in the corners. Okay? So we're going to yarn over like a double crochet, insert into the first corner, and double crochet. Literally all this is just chaining and double crocheting and slip stitching. It's so easy. And I love making these up. So we have 3. And then you're going to go to this one over here now and do the same thing. So 3. I love making these up like for late notice baby showers, or you know, as like a late like birthday present or something. They're just so simple and easy, and like once you get going, you literally don't even have to like think about it. Then to make our corner, we have to chain 2, and into the same area we're going to yarn over and pull through and do 3 more double crochets. So in this corner we should have 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets, and it should look like that. So now we're going to go to the next corner and do the same thing. I like this color changing yarn because you don't have to change. You don't ever have to cut it. I'm actually working on a blanket right now right behind me, and I'm going to show you 3. I'm going to show you the color change on that one. Just in case you want to make your own pattern and you don't want to buy one that already has the color changing. I mean, you don't even have to change the color if you don't want to. You can make it all in one solid color. It's really, honestly, this blanket, you can do whatever you want with it. Oops. Looks like it's so shiny on camera. That's so cool. Okay. So now we need to chain 2. And 1, 2, and 3. So to get to our last one here, I'm going to stop for a second. To get to our last one here, we have to go into this space one more time. So remember, you want it 3 or sets of 3s. So we have 3 here. Let me get this a little bit closer. 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 3 here. This one, like I said, wants to go to this set, but we don't want it to go to that set. We want it to go over. So 1, 2, 3. So it needs to be, our next 3 needs to be worked in this area right there. Okay. Put this back on here. Yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, insert, pull through for a double crochet. And we want to do 3 double crochets there as well. Just like that. So in the top of this one here, we're going to join in the top of the chain 3. I have to pull your stitches down a little bit to see where it's at. I made it tight again. I'm just horrible today doing that. Oh, and I gotta pull it off camera, guys. Wheel? It's like so quiet in here. Cricket, cricket, cricket. I'm gonna have to speed this part up. I already know. Okay, I got it. Sorry. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So it should look like this. So you have your corners. Okay. You should have 2 sets of chain 3 on each corner. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 with 2 chains, and then another set of 3. So 1, 2 chain 2s, or chain 2, and then your 3 all the way around. So now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 3. And this next part, this is how your pattern's going to go the whole time. So after this, you're set. You just complete, you know, your however big you're wanting it, which is where the tape measure comes in handy. So you chain 3, you're going to flip, and you're going to remember to do see how that one went? See with that one, you have to remember to go into the corner of it, okay? So which is right here. So you're just going to insert your hook, oops, pull up a loop, chain, or not chain, I'm sorry, double crochet. And then now this is where the pattern differs because we were just working in the corners. Now we have this middle space, and we have to work the middle space to get to the corner. In this pattern, you will have to work, the middle space will increase each time. So you have to work multiple middle spaces to get to the corners each time. And that's what makes your blanket pattern. I'm going to move my table over just a little real quick. So I apologize. But I did not realize my phone was dying. So I'm just going to move it over just a little. Okay. Oh, that's actually a little bit better. Okay. So we worked the 3. We're going to work the middle. So we're going to yarn over. It's just the same thing, double crochet. But instead of double crocheting 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 for a corner, we just want to double crochet 3. For the middle. Just like that. So we're going to go to the corner now and do 3 double crochet. I'm running out of yarn, sorry. And then chain 2, because this is a corner. I'm going to get you through this round, and I'm going to show you guys how to crochet hook just moved all by itself. Freaking spooky. I'm gonna get you guys through this round, since it's just a continuous pattern after this. And chain 2, and then 3 double crochet, and then I'll show you how to change colors. Or how I do it. There's multiple different methods. You can always YouTube how to change colors, or even, you know, look it up on Google, because there's different ways to do it. So we're back at a corner again. So we're going to do 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets. Sorry, my nose itched. And these little, I mean, you can, instead of making a continuous, you can use this pattern to make little blocks and then join them together too. This pattern really, you can do pretty much anything with. It's awesome. Oops. I just love it so much because it's just like a timeless classic. Oh, my dog. Hi, Sally, baby. What you doing, homegirl? So then again, we need to slip stitch. So this pattern now just is going to be the same all the way around. Just a repeat. So you'll chain 3, flip your work, make sure you keep them separated, but 3, you should have 3 here, 3 here, and then you're going to do 3 double crochet, then you'll do 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, you'll do 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, corner, so it's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and a 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet. This one will be 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then you're back to your corner where you just do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then join to complete the round. So if you needed to use a stitch marker, you could. This is what they look like. I actually have all different kinds of sorts and shapes of stitch markers, which I will show when I make my beginners video, just in case anybody needs a beginner's video, if you're like a true beginner. So if you wanted to mark your stitch so you know where it began, you can. I've just been crocheting for so long that I know that, you know, where I began for my thing. So say for instance you wanted to mark it. There's my chain 3. I need to, I think it was 30. What was it? So, say for instance, I want to mark it so I knew where it was at. I could take this and mark it just like that. So that's the beginning of my round, if that makes sense. That's how you would mark it. But anyways, so there's that. Let me grab my other blanket that I've been working on. And I will show you how to switch colors. I just got to frog it real quick, the round that I had started, so I can show you how to change colors. And by frogging, it just means I'm ripping this out, just so I can show you. I just started this round, so I don't mind ripping it out. Okay, so this is when I just started. As you can see, I don't have the the ends all woven. Let me set this off to the side. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to go in with a different color, with a blue. Let's see. So I'm going to get my blue here. Sorry, I have like... Okay. I have to kind of wind it up. I'm OCD. Okay, so to change your color, you want to change your color in your corners only. I mean, I guess you could change it in the little spaces in between, but I find it easiest to change only in the corners of the blanket. So what you need to do is you need to make a slip knot. So remember, that's yarn like this. Then you put your fingers through. I find it easier if I put both of my index and my thumb in through like this and grab it like this and pull it through the loop while I'm pulling on both ends of the yarn. So I'm pulling on my loop and I'm pulling on, holding still onto this one and pulling on my working yarn like that. And I pull on the end, this end, to make it tighter. So I'm going to get my hook, insert it onto my hook here. Oops. Make it tighter. Then I'm going to take my blanket in the corner. Okay. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to do a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through all of it like so. And that's how you change yarn. So the blue, what I did with the dark blue is after I joined into the top of that, I just slip stitched, pulled it through and cut the yarn and pulled the yarn tight. So pretty much I just did this number. So this was my corner. Oops. So this is my corner. Well, I promise my videos will get better, guys. So this is my corner. This is all I did. I just slip stitched like that, cut my yarn, went over like this and pulled it through, and then pulled the loose end through like this, and then tightened it. So we changed the yarn, so I'm going to show you how to do that again. So you're going to do a slip knot. Insert your hook into the corner right here. Oops. Yarn over. Pull through, and then you would just chain like normal. So you'd have to chain 3, you know, to start that round. Just like that. Then you would just start it like normal. Just start chaining, or start double crocheting. So hard to watch myself do this on camera. Rather than just saying it, but okay, so that's how you would do that. When you get done, you will want to weave in your ends. So you will need your yarning needle. You will insert your yarn like so through the needle, and then you'll want to go into your stitch. So you would want to go in between the stitches like so, like this, to hide it. And I kind of weave it in a little bit. Really, you're gonna find what works best for you as you've been crocheting, you know, longer. Just like you'll find some crochet hooks are much more comfortable than others to crochet with. Like I personally love these little, they call them luxury crochet hooks, like this. They're just so comfortable. But after you weave it in a little bit, then you can actually snip it with your scissors. These scissors are huge. I don't know what happened to my snippets. And then you would do that with all of your loose ends. Usually I do it as I go, but I haven't with this one. So that's how you do that. Your tape measure is so you can measure your blanket just to see how big it is, depending on how big you're wanting it. This one is big enough to wrap around a baby, like almost like to swaddle a baby. I'll measure it real quick and tell you how big it is. So it is 28 wide by 30 long. So 28 wide by 30 long is how big this blanket is. And it's big enough to swaddle a baby. When you get done with your blanket, you can put a border on it, which I will put in a different video when I get done doing this other blanket. I'm going to do a border on it, and I will show you that you can how to do a border on it to finish it off, or you can just leave it like this. I think it looks nice just like this, but it's totally your preference. But this is what it looks like when you are all completed. And you can go as many rounds as you want. Oh, I have a stitch holder in here. You can go as many rounds as you want with this blanket in order to make it any size you want. I've seen some that are as big as a king size for a king size bed. So it is totally up to you on what you want. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I promise my videos in the future will be a lot better. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment. Also, please subscribe to my channel because I will be doing a lot more, hopefully, in the near future, but we will see. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.